What do we know?
Well, yes, more speculation this weekend as Kim is said to be unwell. Other reports saying he was potentially in a vegetative state, and he was also seeing a visiting Chinese medical team. There was a report of that, as well as a visit by senior Chinese diplomats. I don't want to give individual credence to any specific report because there are so many different contradicting reports, as you said. And, of course, the health of any senior leader in North Korea is a closely guarded secret, so you can't just call up the government information office and get an update. But you also start to think, where there's smoke, there may be fire. So you have to kind of sniff these out and see what holds water and what does not. Kim has not been seen in state media in 2 weeks. He, of course, missed his grandfather's birthday celebration on April 15th, which is a big star on the North Korean calendar. So that speculated again, much like in 2014 when he was absent from state media for 6 weeks and then showed up later with a limp. He had speculative ankle surgery or possible gout at that time. But right now, there's just so much speculation. We have to look into it, but also take a lot of these reports with a grain of salt. And yet, a foreign policy advisor to the South Korean government is telling CNN and others that Kim is, quote, alive and well and been staying in a coastal compound that's Wonsan since April 13th with, according to them, no suspicious movements detected. But again, we have this video and still images of satellite imagery from the website 38 North, which tracks North Korean developments. It shows that Kim, or at least a train that appeared to look like the special train that Kim travels in, was spotted near this coastal town, which, of course, is where the majority of North Korea's missile tests have been fired recently, and that has led to South Korean media speculation that another missile test could be imminent as well. So lots of speculation, as you can tell, Heidi.
And yet many analysts seem to think that even that the North Korean communist regime wouldn't really collapse even if Kim Jong Un wasn't there. So what are we thinking in terms of succession in Pyongyang?
Well, the name that keeps on coming to the top of all speculation is the 31-year-old younger sister of Kim Jong Un. That's Kim Yo-jong. She is one of her brother's closest aides and has really risen in the ranks of his inner circle after that big purge a year ago after the failed Trump-Kim summit in Hanoi. Earlier in April, she was reinstated as an alternate Politburo member. And she's really the only other member of the Kim dynasty and the Kim family with anything approaching to real power, because there's Kim Jong-chol. That's the only surviving brother of Kim Jong Un. He's long considered a long shot because he is not known to hold any positions of power and is actually known more for his interest in guitars, not necessarily politics. There's also, of course, the son of Kim Jong-un's half-brother. There's Kim's 10-year-old son himself. And there's also the only surviving son of Kim Il-sung, the founder of the country. So, again, all speculative at this point.